All right, we're going live now. So welcome everybody to Layer 1 Beginner Bracket number 5. It's March 10th, and this is our once-a-month beginner bracket where we bring together new BlazBlue players who are relatively inexperienced, and we have them fight each other to the digital death in order to determine who's the least new player, after which we kick them out of our brackets and they can't play anymore. So I'm going to warn everybody ahead of time. My name's Andy, aka Ghosts. I'm the guy that put this thing together and runs it. And I'm sick, so thankfully the internet can't transmit that to you yet, but get used to hearing that. It's going to sound like I have been smoking rolled up mattresses. It's not ideal, but what can you do? Anyway, we have a very exciting bracket on deck for tonight. We're actually waiting for a last minute entrant, so hopefully they show up soon, because otherwise I'm just going to have to start the bracket without them. But speaking of brackets, we had all kinds of issues in the last one, so we have some new rules regarding connections that we should be able to go over here. You know what? Let's just talk about the rules right now. So this is a pretty typical double elimination tournament. We run it through start.gg. Every match is played first to 2, with the exception of the finals, which are played first to 3. And then we have some rules for if there's connection issues, which hopefully won't come up because now we pre-screen all the connections. And then if you win, you're no longer welcome anymore. We keep the experienced players around, and hopefully they help out the newbies as they come through. Okay, so with that, here's who's on deck for staff tonight. Now, this is a lie. Spoken Normals is not here. I'm not sure where he's at. But, of course, we do have Jen on deck whipping the bracket and making sure everything stays in shape. Thank God, because without these would be totally impossible. So big thanks to her and the whole Smart Esports crew who kind of got me onto this whole enterprise. And I'm just a moron with a computer. So we're already talking about Bets on Players by Salty, our one of our previous Layer 1 champions. So now we do have a functional chat now, as you can see, which you can see on screen most of the time during the stream. So if people have bets to throw out, go ahead and put them in here now. And you know what? I mean, if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, it's in the chat, so it'll probably disappear and no one will remember it. So don't worry about it. There's zero accountability here, which is just the way I like things. Anyway. We've got 23 players in this bracket, which is pretty good because we had to, like I said, we're now a lot tighter. Hard to tell with the game on stream. Yeah, agreed. Oh, there's no music to tell. Oh, that's odd. Well, don't worry about it. You know what? Okay, let's take a look at the bracket here. Okay, so this is what tonight's bracket looks like if this updated, which, as we all know, this software gives me issues. But this does seem to be it. So we have pretty good character diversity. A lot of S action, though, which is understandable. Very popular character. Good for newer players as well. Bet is all on the bullet. I like that a lot. Okay. We've got our last couple guys just doing their check-in now. So let's jump to the pre-match discussion here. So our first match is going to be... do I have it pulled up? Of course not, because it's reset. So let's load that set. Now, I was hoping that we could focus on the loser side of the bracket, actually. But obviously we don't have any losers yet, and that's really hard to do time-wise. So anyway... Let's take a look at what our first matchup is going to be here. So for people that haven't been to Layer 1 events or watched anything before that we've done, these are focused on new players. So if I'm saying which things are really obvious to you, that's because you already understand the game reasonably well. I'm trying to explain things to people that do not understand the game especially well or are brand new so they can learn something from it. So in the first round here, we have two people that we've never seen at Layer 1, Quirt and Casual Autism. So Quirt is going to be playing as Tsubaki. Tsubaki's, these are both probably some of the more straightforward characters in the game. Tsubaki's gimmick is that she needs to charge up stocks to make all of her specials more powerful. When she has stocks, she can do a drive version of the special, and it significantly improves all of its properties. So you have to spend some time holding the drive button down, and she just kind of does a stance, and you can see little music notes coming off of her, and she powers up. Whereas Ragna is pretty much the most straightforward character there is in the game. His game plan is not exactly just rush into the opponent's face at all times and hit them. He's actually quite good at the mid-range. Notoriously, his standing kind of roundhouse kick, 5B, is a very effective poke that leads in all kind of combos. And his gimmick is that he steals life back with his drive attacks. It's not very much unless he's in something called Overdrive, which is a limited resource. But it's something, right? And games come down to the wire. Now, Ragna has very little health, so he kind of needs it to equalize things. But his moveset is very standard and pretty complete. Actually, both these characters are like that. They both have moves that propel them forward across the screen. They both either have fireballs or pseudo-fireballs. They both have invincible reversals. Tsubaki has very good tools in the air, but Ragna also has very good air normals. So I don't know what these guys' experience level is. I believe Casual Autism's very new to the game, but I don't think I've seen Quart play, and I don't know if I've played against them at any of the practices. So this will all be new to me as well, and we're just about to start the bracket. So let's let everybody know. We're going to start right now. Altar, wise choice, reduced lag stage. Here we go, game 1. Beginner bracket 5. Oh yeah, these are both very new players, which is... And I gotta get gigantic boobies. Why not? Oh, get my mouse off the screen. If I leave that on, try to tell me in the chat. I'm not good at remembering to do that. So there's gonna be some searing hot beginner gameplay here. We got the Soul Bad Guy colors, and I like the Tsubaki palette as well, actually. I don't know how either of these guys plays, so we'll have to wait and see. I can't really offer any advice until we see what's going on. Ooh, a little reset with the Blood Scythe already. Put himself in the corner, but that's a very promising start. Oh, good block. So Tsubaki, her little hammer time move there is a good, reasonably fast overhead that you can do out of most of her normals. So it's a very strong pressure tool. And the enhanced version, I think, is actually safe on block. Okay, good burst there. So, wow, that covered a lot of space. So bursting in this game, it's a limited resource. It's tricky, right? You don't necessarily want to burst if you don't think you have a chance at winning the round. Just hold it till the next round. But if you're getting comboed in the corner, 1, the impulse is to burst, and 2, you kind of want to do it earlier rather than later, right? Because the burst comes back, and we're getting, wow, this is very close. This is quite competitive. We're I was saying 1 overhead away from a victory there. Very nice. Wind up made, taking the first round, but this is quite close. Both these guys throwing the aerial overheads out reckless. Ooh, you know, nice. Knows the combo conversion off that I absolutely do not know and cannot hit. Okay, unfortunately, we're putting ourselves in the corner here and there. Although both these characters have good mobility, so they can hit. Oh, good block. That's a smart adaptation. So, Blood Scythe is a slow, sweeping overhead move that still hits people constantly. The best way to block is just chicken block, jump, and barrier block. Nice. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of invincible reversals yet, so I'm assuming both these guys have some fighting game experience, not only because these combos are pretty nice, but also because they're not just mashing DP, which is kind of a hallmark of panicking players who are braining. Oh, a run under! Very nice. Hey, wind up made, taking the first game there. The second round looking a little more decisive, but still competitive across both fronts. So we got to play one more, and I'm going to have to restructure the room after this one. Unfortunately, the options don't make it super obvious which thing, because, you know what, let's not get into it. Anyway, these guys know what's going on. Okay, no OST advantage here either. So what can either player do here to improve, especially casual autism? Now, I know, again, they're very new to the game, so it's kind of hard to offer a whole lot of advice. Maybe just let the DP rip. I know I said in previous streams, just you can't go wrong with DPing ever, which some would argue isn't necessarily true all the time. I would call those people incorrect, especially in this game where you can pop out a rapid cancel. If you have 50 meter, DPs are actually very safe in this game, and sometimes you end up in the air and you can actually air dash out past your opponent overhead. Okay, first blood there, first blood edge maybe even. Okay, they know to block low. Now Ragna has multiple... Some people say Ragna has no mix. That's fake news. Ragna has pretty good mix, actually. His 6B is reasonably fast, standing normal overhead. Blood Scythe, it still gets people, and everyone knows Gauntlet Hades is essentially unblockable online, although these combos from Wind Up Made are very nice. Okay, decent burst there. That's another thing. Bursting in the air is risky unless the opponent's right next to you. If you're getting projectiled in the air, some people will burst, and then you just float down to the ground and get hit with a full combo. Oh! the fall can die. Very nice. I'm hoping for Rock because I don't know how to fight Wind Up Made. Well, that's as good a hope as any. Both these characters have pretty good neutral, too. Some fairly far-reaching, low recovery pokes. So as we can see, and they both have good mobility here. Ooh, that was risky. I love Tsubaki's jumping B. It chains into it. It's a second jump B as well. It's a very good move. Despite the relatively small hitbox, it comes out really fast. Okay. So what I always tell people is the best things that you can learn at the beginning of the game, other than neutral, which is the most important thing, because otherwise you don't get to do your combos, right? Oh, there we go. Gauntlet Haze, unblockable online. Ooh! Delayed the Hell's Fang. There we go. Letting the DP rip. So, learn a basic combo off like 5A that you can consistently perform, right? Learn a combo off of a throw, because it's a very common situation where you can get a lot of damage. And then learn a big punish combo. And there we saw... Wind Up Made had some very good combos ready to go there off of pretty much every conversion that they picked up, and that is the end of the first round. So we'll fade the volume down here and go to our post-match. While I make some logistics, and I'm going to warn everybody, I'm doing a lot here, and unfortunately, I don't have the advantage of, oh, and the scoreboard's not updating either. Now, hopefully, and this is an issue sometimes with Tournament Stream Helper, where it won't properly update the streams, but in any case, James isn't here to fill dead air for me, unfortunately, which may be a problem, because you're going to have to listen to me talk a lot. I'm the only one here. So I apologize off the rip if things seem a little disjointed or stop-start. But anyway, okay, that was a good competitive match, especially for casual autism with having very little experience. And Tsubaki is a pretty straightforward character, but until you know what people's moves look like, it's kind of hard to understand what's going on necessarily. The biggest thing I would say to casual autism is, if possible, a little bit more mix in the block strings, like throw the overhead in here and there, 6B. I can't really offer a whole lot of advice to the Tsubaki player other than try to charge a little bit more, but I know charging is especially scary when you're brand new, because you're totally vulnerable during it, right? You can't do anything. But yeah, good match. So Cord is going to move on, and let's set up our next match here, which will be, you know what, let's do Bad Puppy on winner's side. Let me take a look at the old Discord Reno here. Okay, so we're going to catch some hollow action here. Axton is a player I have not seen before, and Hollow is a known Layer 1 soldier. So Hollow is perennial at these things, very competitive Rachel player, and I've played against them quite a bit, and yeah, it's treacherous. I mean, Rachel always treacherous. Axton, I don't know anything about. I don't think I even played against Axton at the practices. Okay, oh, and they're both already in the room. Very good. Okay, so Axton I have pulled up, and I'm pretty sure Axton is playing Ragna, and if I'm wrong, well, so be it. There we go. Graphics ready. Okay, so we already saw Ragna. I don't need to explain a whole lot about what he does, except for the fact that he interfaces with Hollow, which is Rachel's character, the little lolly girl in the dress. So Rachel's a very unconventional character. She has the ability to control the wind. When she's playing, you'll see above her super gauge, she has these stalks, and when she uses those, the wind gusts, and it kind of moves everything. It exaggerates movement that's already happening. Projectiles, characters in the air, characters on the ground. Excuse me. Awesome. The whole thing. And she also has a very strong zoning game with very annoying projectiles that have varied trajectories that can then kind of turn into traps that she can put in the field. And then she can also use the wind to extend her own combos, create mix-up where she kind of lifts herself off the ground for instant overheads. She's a very obnoxious character, generally considered, top 3 for sure. The top 1 is Carl, the puppet guy. Top 2 and 3 kind of bounce back between Izanami and Hollow. Well, maybe we'll see today. And Rachel among competitive players. But at this layer of play, Rachel's tools are still very effective. Now, Ragna can get in, though. He has the ability to dead spike past grounded projectiles. He has a good air dash that takes him fairly far. He has pretty good air mobility, and he's fast on the ground as well. So if you make mistakes and Ragna gets you in the corner, she's in trouble, because Rachel doesn't have an invincible reversal. She has a move that makes her cat into a big electric chair, which kind of acts like one. But if that gets baited, it's over. Like, you're dusted. The other thing to watch for, I don't know if Axton knows how to do it, because I don't know how experienced he is, but Ragna has Carnage Scissors, which is the greatest super in any game. It's a full screen rushing super that's projectile invulnerable, and it has bizarre hitboxes that produce all kinds of incidents. So we'll get into this match here. I'll let these guys know to get started. I'm excited. I love watching Rachel gameplay as long as I'm not involved. So. Okay. And the game is now on my screen, too. Oh, Axton knows what he's doing. Almost 500 matches. I mean, I don't know. I have thousands of matches. I don't know what I'm doing, so... No, I don't know why it shows Hollow as having a score of 2 here, but... Okay, so Tournament Stream Helper's up to its old tricks again. Disregard the fact that Hollow apparently has won 2 rounds, because that's just untrue. Ah, George! So George is the frog that Rachel throws out, and then when you run, George's kind of like a landmine. When you come near him, he's an electric frog, which, you know, a common genus of frog. Here we go. This is Ragnar Rush down. Oh boy, it's going down. Walk up, a little aura farming. Uh-oh, Hollow got a block on that wake up. Uh-oh, got caught pressing. Was pressing too much, which allows Ragnar to press the issue. Oh, could escape. Ah! Went straight down into the uppercut. I'm going to take a quick peek here. At this? Okay. Well, I don't know if Hollow's used to having to be on defense like this. Okay, apparently one of these guys has not checked in. But we're 0-0. I'm just going to start the match here the hard way. Okay, sorry about that distraction there. But I came back and the life bar was empty, which is, Hollow. I don't think is used to getting bullied by people like this, just running up and down. Axton plays pretty belligerent here. Doesn't really respect the projectiles very much. Like, I mean, that's just like real life, right? People have to make you respect your projectiles. If I'm throwing stuff at you across the room, you can just no-sell it and take it to the dome. I can't throw anything that heavy. Yeah, I'm weak. Okay, getting a little closer here. Taking some chances here with the Rachel. Oh, nice combo. A lot of corner carry. Okay, so this is a good situation. So something that we did see Axton... Oh my goodness, excellent defense. So Axton delayed standing up. In BlazBlue, when you're knocked down, you have a lot more options than most games. You don't have to get up right away. The game doesn't dictate the speed at which you get up. You have to press a button, and then you can move forwards, backwards, or on the spot. They all have varying amounts of invulnerability and drawbacks. Delaying standing up is often very strong because it throws off people's timing, right, with meaties. Oh, now we're in the corner with no burst. This could be grim. Ooh, walk up and throw after a jab. Always a strong move. And unless there's a drop here, this is over. Very nice by Axton there. Wow, hammer time. I've been asked if there's a bracket link. I will hope that this command, if I've remembered how to program this properly. Nope. Let's try event. No, probably not. Okay. Oh, man. I don't know if Hollow has really played against Rog. It might not be ready for the Gauntlet Hades style pressure. Oh, good escape there. Okay. So as you can see, when Hollow uses the wind, Rachel's momentum increases significantly. Oh, coming forward, moving back. We're dancing. Okay, we know he knows that combo. Okay, here's the setup. Now, George, you have to hit him pretty hard to get him off the board. Hollow still has burst here. Oh, escaped. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so this super, she just throws out, yeah, a million obstacles. Oh, the one that fell a little late there. Wow, Axton's defense is really good. Those are hard to block. This could be the end here. Oh, goes for the hero burst. He thinks he can close it out here. Oh, RC! Oh my goodness, this is very close. So when Rachel does that super, it gets more projectiles based on how much wind she has. Ah, the chair! The chair! Very nice. Okay, we're down to the wire here. So Hollow adapting. Look at that. So see the way that that projectile's trajectory altered mid-flight. That was the use of the wind there. It's so powerful. Okay, momentum burst there, and also now bursting early like that, not necessarily a bad idea to put your opponent in the corner. You got to watch out for the Inferno Divider, the old Rog in the flow chart, which, you know, that's like a 15-year-old meme no one's going to get but me, but in any case. Okay, Hollow's deep in the tank, but Rachel can make any kind of comeback possible. Except that Axton's defense is very strong. I think that Axton has probably seen Rachel before. Oh, just grabs on wake up. What is this, Guilty Gear? This should be a wrap, especially if the meter gets used here. Yep, and there it is, Devoured by Darkness. Edgelord maxing. Okay, that's a wrap. Oops. Ooh, why does his score keep climbing? In any case, okay. Well, Hollow caught around there, which is good. Again, I don't know if Hollow has ever seen Ragna before or really played against him much. But that was a good match by both players there. Oh, here we go, the classic tournament stream helper / Start GG, not really doing what we want. Okay, there we go. Invalid score. Well, apparently I can't submit these scores. Yes, but that was very nice fundamentals on the part of Axton there, which is kind of like Ragnar's whole gimmick, you know? You need footsies, right? As well, occasionally just run up and throw the opponent, which I guess is a form of footsies, run up grope. But yeah, it was a good match. The one thing I would say is there wasn't a whole lot of meter usage by either player in some situations where that could have either produced kills, but that's like a very nitpicky thing at this level of play. Both these players have very strong fundamentals, obviously. So I don't really have a whole lot of criticism. The only thing, I guess, for Hollow, and he I don't know if it's he, they adapted pretty quickly to, in the first round especially, there's a lot of hitting buttons on Wake Up, right, which is extremely dangerous in this game in general, especially against Ragna. Like his little run-up jab, his crouching jab, the 2A, is very strong, meaty, but he also has the 6B, which is good. I mean, he has a lot of good attacks like that, well-timed Blood Scythe, etc. So that's another thing where delay tech can come in and throw off your opponent. But anyway, another good match. So let's take a look at the bracket here. Now, I'll be shocked, I tell you, if the graphics are working properly when I pull this up. No. Yeah, this never works properly. Okay, let's try refresh. No, of course not. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be Ghetto Vision Goggles activate. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the bracket. So we're making some good progress here. Okay, Bad Puppy got eliminated by Senior Ramon, who's a bullet player. That is our first bullet player in the bracket in general. So right now, we're just going to be scrounging for matches here. So I'm going to see if we can catch anything that hasn't started yet. Let's have a look. Okay, well, you know what? Then it's bullet time. Okay. Based. Me likey this outcome, actually. Okay. So it's going to be JL against, is it Senori Man? I'm not sure. You know, my Spanish is mad rusty, having never taken it in high school or anywhere else. We'll see how this goes. You are on stream. Let's make sure I have the modern link because, so BlazBlue Central Fiction, I always say this, is a great game. It's my favorite video game. But it's an old game, and it's got some issues. So, unfortunately, the way that we invite people into the rooms is kind of archaic. We have to send these weird internet links to them, and then they have to open it in a browser. So we'll give those guys a minute to get things up, but we'll do some pre-match discussion, and hoping that the graphics all hold up here. Let's peep it. Because we've never seen Bullet on the stream. I don't think, maybe somebody picked them as a secondary, but it's never been their primary. Oh, and we already mysteriously have scores as well. I don't know why that keeps happening. Let's set this as 0-0 to make sure that doesn't go too haywire. Okay, so yes, it does have a very interesting invite system, unfortunately. Like I said, it's an old game, right? Like, what are you going to do? Anyway, stand by. Okay, both these guys are in the room, so I'm going to stall for a minute here. They're ready, but I'm just going to analyze this matchup a little bit, which is actually... So, normally, this is a nightmare matchup for Bullet, but Bullet actually has tools that can help get past... You know, let's explain what Lambda does first. So, JL, Layer 1 Soldier, a favorite in every bracket that she enters. Lambda is all offense all the time. She either wants to be blasting with projectiles from fairly far away or right in your face, mixing you up. Very potent offense at almost all ranges except the very edge of the screen. If you're at full screen, you're not safe. She has a full screen overhead that you can't see, which is her 4D. It's very obnoxious. But other than that, if you want all gas and no brakes, Lambda is one of the best characters to choose for you. The offense is also very potent. It's not just like a lot of mids dispensing, right? She actually has pretty good mix. The strike throw is strong. She gets a lot of damage off a basic throw as well. So then we have Bullet. Bullet is another offense maxing character. Bullet is an interesting kind of hybrid of a grappler and traditional rushdown. Pretty good mix-up tools. The drive is this lock-on thing. A ring appears around her, and if you're in it, you get a crosshair on you, and then she throws herself at you, and if she hits you, she can almost always get very good reward. But the other unique mechanic Bullet has is she has a unique resource called heat levels. So when she stands around kind of aura farms and this fire appears around her and explodes, or if she's with a drive, she levels this thing up, and it's a currency that she can spend to enhance some of her moves, extend combos. Bullet is very entertaining to watch. She is always a crowd favorite. Not necessarily considered the strongest character in the game, but She has good fundamental tools, and people put up numbers. Some of the recent NOL things, I think it was Sporticus, was going crazy with Bullet. So also, if you're not familiar with the Bullet matchup, man, it's knowledge check city. So that's enough of me jibber-jabbering about it. Let's get into it here. Signore man. Start match. Bam. If I'm on, like, swerved here on us and chose another character, that'd be backbreaking. Just don't get command grab in your good leg. I mean, that's generally good advice in most fighting games. The other thing is Bullet's command grab, her 360, it actually kind of sucks. She doesn't get that much off of it unless she has heat. When she has heat, though, it's over. It's a billion damage. Okay, let's make sure everybody's on the right side, because that's never right off the rip. Ooh, I like the palettes by both characters here. Okay, so that little run that Bullet just did just runs through projectiles, so JL's going to have to be very cautious. Oh no, we're going to waste the overdrive. Okay, that was good. Ran down the clock, and now Bullet has heat level. The other thing is Lambda has a very low health pool, one of the lowest in the game, so if Bullet gets a good grip on her, it hurts a lot. I think she probably can kill her in 3 touches. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen at this level of play. The other thing that Bullet has going for her is her B buttons are almost universally very good. She has that little spinning, oh boy, reversal. And that combos into a, so that is Lambda's best defensive tool, her reversal super there. But it costs 50 meter. On a counter hit, you can get a pretty juicy combo off of it. Ooh, good overdrive raid. So that there. So Burst does 2 things in BlazBlue. You can either overdrive with it, which enhances the properties of a bunch of your moves, but it also provides you with a little bit of invulnerability during that animation, so moves will whiff through it, and then you can kind of take your turn back. Or you can just use a burst if you've messed up and you're already getting hit. There we go. Just off the rip, just grab him by the face. Oh, good jump out there. So Bullet is a certified Saw bad guy, in that she has like a ground projectile, command grab. She has a lot of similar tools. Okay, I was going for the overhead there, but mistimed it. Uh-oh, we're getting some frame drops here, which isn't great. Oh, good jump out there. Oh, that's going to hurt. So, we're getting the frame drops again. I don't like that. This is going to be a very juicy combo, though. Yeah, as predicted. Now, Senor knows that if they burst there, that would... Oh, boy, this could be colossal damage. Oh, the heat levels ended too quickly. Oh, good overdrive raids there. Oh, I think this will be it. Yep. Okay, that was close, though. Now, Senor Amon died with burst there, but there is kind of a caveat to that. So, Lambda has this thing where she hits you with these swords, right? They're happening from a distance. If she bursts during that, she's just kind of hanging in the air and can't do anything until she touches the ground. So, excuse me. Oh, sorry. I'm just smoking 4 cigarettes at a time here. So if she bursts while she's in the air, she's just going to hit by another sword and combo again. Oh, run up grab! The best start to any game. Oh, no! And there it was. So that's like that's a bad. So those are what you would call a burst safe combo, right? Okay, burst is keeper in the corner. Oh, rolled out, but got caught on the way out. Treachery. Okay, channel with the combo. Sets the gravity seed out some distance away. I think that might have been a misinput. There we go. Run up grab. And reversal super. Man, Bullet's jump ins. I still get hit by that. Oh, just went for this throw. Okay, so in the corner here. Oh, good jumping escape. Oh, mistimed that. Okay. So that running grab, I don't think she can get a whole lot out of that either, unless she has those heat levels, right? She's got to be glowing. Oh, let's modify the score here and see if it actually stays. Ooh, and that went on the wrong side. So the other thing is, if Bullet has heat levels, if she is glowing, that drive where she dives towards the other person has a bunch of invulnerability. So she can hit you through things, right? But without it, it's very... Bullet has a hard time getting started. That's kind of, a lot of characters like her have that issue, right? Once she's rocking and rolling, it can feel like she can't be stopped. But without heat levels in particular, yeah, she's a bit of a struggle bus. Oh, okay, so that Spike Chaser, if you're knocked down by Lambda, especially if you're anywhere near the corner, that's one of the least favorable situations. Oh, clapped. by the super. So like I was saying, in the corner, that's one of the hardest situations to get out of in the game in general, especially without burst. Lambda has very oppressive Okazeme tools. It's very hard to get away. In the corner into the run, she gets 5B, 6B into full combo. Okay, very nice. Okay, so that's going to put JL all the way up. A 2-0. Now, JL a favorite, like I said, in every bracket that C enters, so no surprise there. So we'll go to the post-match analysis while I stall for time and figure out what our next match is going to be. But I don't have really much criticism I can level at JL. I play against her on a regular basis. She beats me, so like she's, better than me at the game pretty much at this point. I mean, many such cases. I often tell people I organize this thing, but at best I'm like a intermediate level player, like a low intermediate level player, right? So I have some theoretical knowledge. I'm nowhere near as good as James, who's unfortunately not here right now. But anyway, that matchup is hard though for Bullet, so I don't really know how much meaningful advice I can give because I kind of toyed around with Bullet and I'm terrible at playing her. I just can't get used to like the step dash and stuff. So we're gonna see what our next match is. It looks like we might get Stickman. Yeah, you know what? In the interim, yeah, let's do a little bit of shilling here. So I have a whole bunch of stuff to shill actually. So I mean, ideally these guys show up before we have to get through all of it. But anyway, let's start shilling. So the first thing to shill is Takun. Takun is an artist, and same as last month, they're going to be supplying a piece of art to the winner of a character of their choosing. So we want to shout out him for doing this, first of all, and secondly, for being a really talented artist. Let's take a look here. Now, we perused the Etsy shop last time, so I don't know if there's going to be anything new here, because I know he's been busy, because apparently he just had a baby, and I hear that consumes a lot of your free time. But you should buy things that are on this website because they're awesome, including this sticker, which we saw last time, and I still think that everyone should buy if they have the funds available. But there's a lot of very excellent stuff here, and we haven't seen the print yet because all three are going to be made at once for the characters of choice from our winners. So there's going to be a bit of delay here until next month, I guess, and after that, I'm not sure how long it's going to have to make things happen, but they'll happen, trust me. We'll make sure it happens one way or another. So again, that's Takun. Check out all their stuff. Let's see if I can get the bot to work. Takkun. To shill the wares in the chat. Yes, oh my god, that actually worked. Okay, I got the bot to work. Okay. So then, let's also take a look at the Canada East Championships, which are coming out on March 21st. This is a regional tournament in Toronto that you should go to if you're in the area. We still don't have either of those guys ready on stream, so they're playing a lot of games at this. A lot of good games, too, and some games I don't know anything about, including Sailor Moon S, which is Jen's only game, apparently. But Third Strike is on there. You've got 2XKO if you want to play like dead games. Under Night In Birth 2, which is the best game I've ever wanted to play, but I'm too stupid to understand. And of course, the only game that really matters is Blaze Blue. So head out to that if you have the option. Apparently, it's going to be a good time. Unfortunately, I'm busy, so I'm not going to be able to make it. Anyway, yeah, go to this event, and then also, if you're just browsing the internet for content to devour, if you're into Street Fighter 6, we have the Six Fighters League. So this is Eastern Canada's regional showdown where they play Street Fighter 6 in, I'm assuming, teams of 3. I don't play this game. I don't know anything about this game. I know that Jen is involved with the organization, so I said I would shill it. So you should all watch it, and I will definitely watch it. You can't see the winking, but you might be able to hear it. But on the other hand, I'm sure the production is way better than what I'm managing here, because these guys are pros at this, especially by comparison. So check it out, especially if you like Street Fighter 6, or you might be able to participate in this if you live in the area. I'm not sure. I think it's actually played online, so look into that. Now, this is something that doesn't depend on playing Street Fighter 6, though. This is Game Set Match. So this is something else that's produced by the folks at Smart Esports. They interview people from the FGC. These are pretty in-depth interviews, and one's really interesting where they interview some people that have disabilities and how accessibility interfaces with their play. Well worth listening. Like I said, they're pretty long and they're very in-depth, so it'll probably take you a couple sessions to get through it. I think that's everything I actually have to shill. I'll definitely go back to Takun at the end, though, to shill him, because he is providing these very nice things to us. Yeah, I think we still, yep, we're still waiting on these guys. So I'm just going to pull up my holding pattern thing, apologizing for this. I'm going to mute my mic and we're going to sort this out.
Please hold. Your journey is about to begin.
But this is going to be a player we have not seen before. Mills. Ooh, bang. Okay. We saw Hollow play. We know Rachel's game, right? That didn't quite rhyme, but it was close. Anyway, so Rachel is just going to be flying around on the wind, shooting things at Bang, trying to stay away. Bang, on the other hand, is among the most degenerate rushdown characters in all fighting games. He has an excuse me. He has an extra jump. And he has these nails, these projectiles that he can throw. But he only has 12 of them, but they're really powerful tools. So Bang likes to just get in your face and mix you up until you die. He also has the strongest overdrive in the game, but that's generally a more advanced technique, so if you see that getting cracked, I'll be surprised. But it's really strong. Like, it's one of the first things you should probably learn on B&Bs if you're Bang. So in this match, Rachel's probably going to be running away. Bang is not. Bang is going to be just running to Rachel to start fighting. Okay, so we actually have a game. Oh my god. Hollow and Mills. Start match. Wow. I know you guys love to just hear like the logistics stuff, but every now and then we do play BlazBlue a little bit on the stream. A little bit. Okay, no swerve on the character choice. Oh my god, and are the graphics actually on the right sides here too? Yes. Okay. Now, we did see Hollow struggling a little bit with the rushdown earlier, with Ragna just getting up in there and going ham. So we'll see. Oh, Mills is very new. This is very new. Okay, well, this is what we like to see at Layer 1. The rawest rookies possible. Oh, sick palettes, too. I really like that Bang palette. So as you can see above Bang's super meter, he has those little nails with the ribbon wrapped around them, and he also has 4 blank boxes. When he hits people with his drives, he gets these seals. When he has 4, he unlocks a very obnoxious command grab super that's extremely hard to avoid, no matter where you are, that tracks your position. So now Bang's drives are good in general anyway, right? They're just strong moves, they have guard points, they lead into good combos that inflict pretty good damage. But once you use all 4 varieties, he gets that super. Anyway, I'm talking a lot there. Georgie's out here. Oh, in the corner against Rachel. That's tragic. Now, this is looking a little laggy here, which is... I don't care for that. There's only so much we can do here, and I don't know whose fault it would be. Doesn't really matter. It's looking like this is... I mean, with only 2 games, I don't know if he's actually only played 2 games of BlazBlue in general. Oh, he got charged! You know what? It happens to the best of us sometimes, right? What are you going to do? Okay, so... I don't know, whoa! Okay, Rachel's poisoned. So see that aura glowing on Rachel? That means that she got hit by the poison dart, which slowly saps your health. Okay, so Mills is, I'm assuming, a complete neophyte here, because I'm not seeing a lot of conversions off some of these moves, but, I mean, he's faring perfectly well. It's all about the movement for Bang, especially in this matchup. It's kind of like playing against Rachel at the best of times is kind of like playing a bullet hell game. She just puts so much stuff on the screen you have to try to avoid. Oh, Hollow's going in. This is merciless now. This is an ass beating. Okay, the defense is good, and then the overhead cracks out. What are you going to do? You know, yeah, Jossum's right. What are you going to do? And George comes through again. You know, it was only the first one, though. You never know how quickly Mills can adapt. 3 matches. That's bold. I love it. I love it. Hopefully Mills comes out to the practices. I'd be happy to teach him that I don't know anything about Bang. I don't think we had... I think this is our first, like, Bang main that we've had in a Layer 1 bracket, though. And I think Hollow's playing with anger in their heart, though, after the loss to Ragna there. Yeah, look at these. Little windy overheads there. Little Windy City action. Man, so those labellas that Rachel launches out of that cannon, they're very obnoxious, because if they don't even well, if you block it, right, it puts that pole down. Then she can summon lightning down around. But then she can also make them become these bats that track your location, and they can be used to track the lightning for some mysterious reason. I will never be able to explain that one cogently to anybody. See, there's the bat, there's George, there's the label. Like, there's just so much stuff. I'm like, oh, you got around it all. And yet, wait, it's not over till it's over, baby. Yes, the comeback. Okay, instant burst. Wants to keep him in the corner. I don't blame him. Oh, just keep kicking her in the shins like that. It seems to be working. Okay, we got the slow-mo there, and it happened again. Now, especially if Mills is very inexperienced, Rachel is, like I said, deeply unconventional character to play against, right? So that's going to be a challenge. Is all of top 8 going to be on stream? That's a good question. If so, I mean, that'd be great. I'd be surprised. Now, ideally, everyone that's in top 8 actually shows up to their matches. That'd be tremendous. Oh, he's cornered again. Now, no burst. So as you can see, underneath the character portraits, there's those little gauges that are ticking up. Those are your overdrive/burst. When you're getting beat, it fills up. Oh, a little B&B overhead. Bang has a lot of overheads. That's another important part of his kit. He has some fast ones, some slow ones. They lead to different combos. It's just hitting him too fast to even get the Georgie Zap to pop. You know what? Many such cases. Well, Hollow took that one pretty definitively. But you know what? I have to say, big time, props to Mills for coming out. If that is like, these were their first matches, that's bars, dude. That's deadly. So what can I really say in terms of advice? Not a whole lot, because one, I don't know how to play Bang. But two, I mean, when you're that early in the game, you saw the fundamentals, right? They clearly understand high-low blocking. They use burst, which a lot of people forget, you know, a couple hundred matches in. So that's actually quite good. So if Mills starts coming out to the practices, don't be surprised if we see Bang menacing the brackets in the near future. Oh, Hollow already self-reported too. Wow. Thanks, Hollow. You're a soldier. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going crazy with it there. Okay. So yeah, Hollow is going to move on. And now we're going to go hunting for another match. I can't provide any meaningful advice to Hollow there, obviously, because one, Rachel's way too complicated for me to play, and two, they won pretty definitively. But I want to emphasize, though, if we're watching this, right? The whole point of these Layer 1 brackets is to get people started playing the game. I know a lot of people have anxiety about coming out of these brackets if they feel like, well, I'm not ready, I'm not likely to win. It's corny, but that's not the point, right? The point of these is not to win, necessarily. The point is just to go and actually play. That's the hardest thing for a lot of people, is just getting started with playing. And now, ideally, you go to a local scene, you have local players. Yeah, I agree. Mills is definitely going to be a menace in the upcoming bracket, especially like if, man, Bang is... And Bang's hard to block, right? That's fighting games, man. If you're hard to block, you win matches. So hopefully Mills comes back and goes on the Rampage next time. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to see Hollow go on the Rampage right now, though. Right? Real talk. I think we're all Hollow fans here because we're all George fans. Who doesn't love George? Anyway, okay, I'm going to pop back into the Discord here and see which matches are available. Haji versus Virgi. Oh, I'm hoping Haji versus Virgi. Okay, where is that match? Okay, let's send them the link. No, we haven't seen either of these players before. I don't think so, anyway. Haji was also like a ultra last-minute addition to the bracket. So I don't know which character either of these guys are playing. But once they get in here, we'll find out. So that means that we're going to have some really cool... okay, we got Haji up in here already. We're going to have some really cool pre-match graphics. Check this out. Haji coming from Costa Rica. So, interestingly, after the last bracket, we had a lot of connection issues. So now I enforce a connection check prior to our games, right? You have to check in well before the tournament starts, and I do a connection test with you and make sure that it's playable. Costa Ricans have like really good connections in my experience. Oh, okay. Chad mode engage. Haji's playing Kadra. Always a crowd favorite. I don't know who Virgi's playing, but let's talk about Kagra because we're still waiting for the other players. So, Kagra is characterized, I would say, by big damage and huge hitboxes, right? He has that giant sword. It's real, like, it doesn't look... It looks big in his portrait. It's a lot bigger in game, trust me. His crouching C2C covers, I don't know, half the screen. The enormous hitbox. So he's very good at throwing pokes and then converting them into massive damage. The other characteristic of Kagra that's unique is he's the only charge character. So he has the Guile moveset, right? He has like a Sonic Boom type move, which is very funny. His Sonic Boom projectile gets progressively larger the longer that bullying. Our chat just held the message for bullying for this. That's a new one. Okay, well anyway. Kagura, though, known for bullying himself because he does a lot of damage. Let's just see what's going on with Vergy, if they're in the room yet. No. Okay. Anyway, so the other characteristic that Kagura has is he's stance character. So he has a lot going on, obviously. Charge, stance, big damage, huge hitboxes. So if you see him do a little pose and it makes a little ping noise, he's switching his stances. I'm going to be 100% honest. I know those are somehow linked to his special moves. I don't know what it does. I couldn't tell you. I think it gives him different special moves, but I don't know. I just see people doing it and I get really nervous. The other thing about Kagura that I know is he's a terrible matchup with Tagger. Never believe people that don't call him a non-grappler. That's right. He has an insidious command grab that leads to giant combo damage, and then he also has Wyvern, which is a charging forward move with a giant hitbox in front of him that trucks projectiles. It just ignores them. So you think, oh, okay, well I can just zone this guy out. Wrong. He's not like Gao where he's throwing projectiles all day, right? His projectiles slow. It has a lot of startup. It eats other projectiles like crazy though. So Kagura, now I'm just gonna tag Vergy here again. Maybe the link's broken again. Man, this game. So it might sound like Kagura has every advantage in the book from the way I'm talking about it. And you know what? Yeah, he kind of does, except for the fact that he's slow by BlazBlue standards. Very slow. His air dash is even kind of slow. On the ground, he does not move well. Now, he has moves that propel him, but they tend to be either unsafe or have hard counters, right? But Kagura, yeah, to me, I don't know. I think he has pretty much everything. Like, if you've ever seen Just a Tomato play, he is the organizer for TMN Neo, and he also really helped me with some advice on running these brackets. I don't know if he's the best Kagura player in the world, but he's the best one I've ever seen play, and he's awesome. Okay, Vergy is here. I don't know who he plays, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to get started. Okay, let's go to BlazBlue Central Fiction, the video game that we are here to watch ostensibly, rather than listening to me chat on stream. Swap teams. Ooh, Hibiki. I love Hibiki. So Hibiki is a pretty traditional rushdown character with a lot of tricks. His gimmick is that he can throw out these clones of himself. Sometimes it's the real him, sometimes it's not. You're right, Christian. I'm pretty sure that this is the first Hibiki that we've seen in any Layer 1 event. So he has a lot of tricks. He has this reputation for not doing damage. Again, fake news. Hibiki does lots of damage, and he also has very good... 0 matches. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is what we like to see. Ooh, move my mouse. Uh-oh. Opponent's connection and Central Fiction moment. Who's not in the room? Okay. Man, I was looking forward to that, too. Okay, it didn't even give him a match for that attempt to connect. Central Fiction, ice cold. All right, we're in business, and I even moved my mouse off the screen. The command grab's evil. Oh, does he know how to attack? Okay, basic combos, good. Ooh, the tricks. So you'll see there when he does the drive, right, where he sends that shadow thing out. Sometimes it's like a fireball, it's not actually him, but that can be Hibiki, and then he follows you on, and if he hits you, you get comboed, and it sucks, it hurts. Okay, I don't know if Vergy knows how to stand up, which is important in this game, so we'll go over that real quickly now. I was talking about it earlier. In this game, you have a lot of options for wake up, but you have to hit a button to get up, or your opponent can just hit there and pound you on the ground, right? So if you're not familiar with that, it'll seem like wake up in this game takes forever. There is a flash kick. It doesn't have to be that way. You hit a button and you get up. That jumping B attack that Hibiki does there is very good. It has large hitboxes, it hits twice, it does a lot. Oh, he bursted. Okay, he knows how to burst. That's good. That was Wyvern. See how it ate the shadow clone? That's what it does to projectiles. In the corner against Kagura with no experience, it's a hard spot. Ooh, good presence of mind, though. They turn around and did the back throw, so they're no longer in the corner. Hibiki also has excellent air mobility, which we're seeing them pry here. I don't know how much damage was from off the ground in that set, but I would wager it might have been a majority. Now, I don't know if Vergy, and I have no idea if they're listening right now, can hear me. But once you're knocked down, either hold down a button or tap it. That's a good point from Sonic and Tails. Recovery in this game It's hard to get used to if you're a Street Fighter player. It's hard to get used to from most fighting games, right? Most games don't give you this broad range of options when you're knocked over. That's very, as far as I know, it's totally. Oh, he got out of the. That was very nice escape there. Okay, Virgie's turned up the heat here a little bit. Oh my, the defense. Okay, so Virgie definitely plays other fighting games. You can see the basics are here, right? The defense, he kind of understands, or she, I don't know, I should be saying they, understands, things that look like overheads and which ones don't, and how to defend. So there's a lot of potential. There's a foundation here to build off for sure. So see that projectile that Kagura just threw out? That projectile gets bigger as it spends more time on the screen. Okay, I'm not going to pretend I haven't done that playing Hibiki. I kind of play a little bit of Hibiki against people that are new to the game. I don't actually know any of it. Ooh, you got clapped by the super. Very nice. Run up grab, fighting game classic. Ooh, okay, so that was a rapid cancel there. So Hajime, I think I'm pronouncing that right. If you hit somebody with a move in this game, you got 50 meter, you hit 3 buttons, A, B, and C, and you will cancel it. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, if you come from Strive, you can't cancel certain moves like reversals. In this game, everything is very... Oh, see how that move got bigger, big enough that it hit him on the ground, right? Hajime being a good sport, they're not just pounding them out on the ground. Ooh, guard break. Okay, that's a new. So that costs 25 for your gauge, and if the opponent is not barrier blocking, you'll guard crush them, right? Now, it pushes them away. Okay, the fundamentals are clearly here, right? Virgie understands spacing. They kind of are juggling off things, which, if this is their first match, that's quite impressive. Full screen super based. I love full screen supers. I still do it all the time. All right, well, that wasn't surprising. But again, like Layer 1 soldiers, we come out regardless of what's going on. Regardless. End of set. No surprise with that one there. Again, big props to... Virgie, again, I don't know how to pronounce anything that isn't like the name John, so I apologize for that. But Virgie, those were Virgie's first matches in BlazBlue. That's deadly to come out and just do that. Like that takes confidence, and also perform pretty well. If you don't get double perfected, that's good, right? Like, I still get wrecked like people like that all the time. So anyway, for Virgie, the biggest thing I would say is look into the wake-up game. I also tell people that's like the most important thing. That's one of BlazBlue's fundamental mechanics that kind of goes without getting talked about much, right? And it's complicated. It takes a while to get used to. Okay, so we have some returning heroes to the stream for the next matchup here. It's going to be JL and Axton. Let me pull up the graphics here, and we're going to discuss this matchup briefly because we've seen both of these characters. Bam. So we don't need to do a whole lot of discussion other than to... Oh, it didn't save that Axton's playing Ragna. Bam. Update player. Okay. This is an interesting matchup, though, because Carnage Scissors goes through projectiles, but Lambda can fight at close range, right? Has no fear of it. So I don't really know who this matchup favors, actually. But either way, it'll be good, because both these guys have played very proficiently. So let's just, you know what, start match. We don't really need a whole lot of primer on these characters. We've seen them both. JL and start match. Sorry for all the delays here. Again, I'm doing more than usual. I don't have James here to like fill dead air, which I love. Okay, go to our game. Just waiting for Axton to jump in here. He's got the stick now. There we go. Okay, and ooh, the graphics are calibrated properly for once, and I'll move that off screen. All right, let's get this money. So these are probably two of the best players in the bracket. Fated Encounter. Anime intros. These guys, this is significant in BlazBlue's plot, which is complete nonsense. So, I mean, if you love it, great. I'm too stupid to understand it. It's told in a non-linear manner, which immediately eliminates my understanding. Okay, we're playing some nice footsies here. Okay, Axton's defense is really good. Now that is dirty. So when you see Lambda rush towards the opponent, there's a whole bunch of things that can happen, and there's not a lot of ways to tell which is going to be. They can hit you with a mid, they can hit you with a low, they can hit you with an overhead, or they can do nothing, right? Which can then lead to a grab, or they're sort of jumping back, kind of quasi-reversal. So Lambda has a lot... Excuse me. That combo is so sick it made me cough. Oh, keeps it safe. Wow, that was nasty. Gauntlet Hades into the combo, into the corner, and steal some life. These guys are very even. Axton still has burst, though. He's pushing a button. He's pushing a button. The juicy counter hit combo off that, too. Oh, rolled up the corner and got away with it. Gauntlet Hades, though, again, unblockable online. You know it, I know it, everybody knows. Oh, got gripped. Let's see. I don't think this can go all the way because he doesn't have he doesn't have any meter. No. Caught with the roll. Okay, so there we see an illustration of BlazBlue's recovery options. The roll to the corner is very powerful, but it's very risky. Right? You can get out of the corner for free if they don't punish it. Ooh, round start projectile. It's dicey. Punishment wasn't too bad, though, but now we are stuck in the corner against Ragna with the momentum. Man, Ragna's corner juggles, too, are so sick. Hey, overdrive. Okay, so this is an opportunity for JL to take the momentum back. Oh, no. Oh, that was a drop. And now cornered again. Oh, that was nice! Invulnerability off that, and yet answers back with another invulnerable reversal. Very nice. Ooh, drop the combo. Pops the overdrive. No, during overdrive, Lambda's projectiles, as you can see, they become enormous. And some of them also produce more projectiles, like that, the pizza cutter along the ground here. Ooh, let's see if this update will actually stick. Okay, competitive, both rounds. I believe that JL can make adaptations here. JL's a very good player. Nobody taking a breather here either. We're jumping straight back into it. Ooh, we're in semifinals. Okay, so that kick there that Ragna did, that's called the Jesus kick for a reason. It has a very large hitbox. It comes out fast and it's relatively safe. Oh, you can't just run up on Ragna. You get hit with that Inferno Divider. So we'll see. JL can play this option, this match, pretty lame. There's risks, though, right? Ooh, purple throw. So you see there, Var, as I always pronounce it deliberately. When Ragna got thrown, there was a long window before the animation happened, right? And there were two purple exclamation marks next to his head. BlazBlue's throw system is really unique. You can throw people... Oh my god, that hurts. You can throw people in hit stun or block stun. They just get twice as long to tech. So it's a strong reaction check to see... Okay, so that portal underneath Ragna there is called Gravity Seed. It reduces his movement speed, I think, down to something like 30%, right? Super powerful tool. One of the most oppressive things about Lambda... excuse me. And New, who are twins. Murakumo units is what we call them in this game. Oh, rolled forward and got clipped. I think Axton saw that one coming. And that forward roll is so risky, but it's so rewarding when you get it. It feels so good to hit the other guy when they do the roll here. Okay. So Rain has burst here. Oh, opts to use it. So that's a risky burst there, right? Because this is a very tall mountain to climb. But Lambda can do it. Like, Lambda's offense is crazy, and I know that Rain understands how to use those offensive tools. Look at that there. Oh my god, grabbed him out of the advancing, what's that called? Hell's Fang? I didn't see that one coming. Okay, that time it didn't happen. This should be the end. Yes. I didn't know that you could grab Hell's Fang as it was coming forward on startup. That was pretty sweet. Tied up, but this is match point for Axton here, and both characters are going to get burst before it ends, right? You can see their gauges are filling up. Axton's starting with more. Lambda, well, they have the same health pool, but Ragna, when he hits somebody with the drive, you see those little, it makes that wob noise, and then those little orbs move towards him. That's him stealing your health and recovering it for himself. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that burst in the air there was burst safe. That's what we talked about earlier. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Yep. Axton's got this punish combo down pat with the 5B starter. If you burst while you're in the air like that, it's going to be safe. Oh, okay, counter assault. So that move there, where Lambda threw that little kick out, is one of the... It's a universal defensive option. Costs 50 meter. It's a guard cancel, right? Pushes the other guy far into the screen. For a lot of characters, it's not great because they don't want to be that far away. It just kind of resets the situation. For Lambda and New, it's... Oh no! Oh! Clipped with the advancing forward. So like I was saying, it puts the other guy really far away. Normally it's in Lambda's favor, but at that time, advancing forward with the Hell's Fang, I'll close it out. It happens. It happens. Bonk. Okay, I'm going to set the scores here. Yeah, looks like it registered. Okay. So Axton won that one. I wouldn't say definitively or anything. Like, I would say every round in that was competitive for sure. But yeah, man, Ragna. I mean, like I said, he's the most basic character in the game, kind of, right? But once he gets rocking and rolling, he's got every tool. I guess he doesn't have a full screen fireball, but yeah, that's about. We haven't seen a Carnage Scissors yet, which is making me upset. Oh. Finals only. So yeah, I normally like to see a lot of Carnage Scissors, but yeah, for that match, I don't really have a whole lot of advice I can dismiss because these guys are pretty advanced for beginner players, right? Like these are definitely some of the best players in the bracket with the most experience. Any matches not started yet? I know you guys love hearing what I'm typing. I'm a brainlet. I can't do two things at once. I'm gonna kind of say it out loud. Okay. Ooh, we're gonna have Bullet back on stream. Okay, but yeah, for advice to both players, I mean, I don't know, they're both probably better at me than playing their characters than I am, so anything I can say is like, oh yeah, don't drop combos, which is not helpful, right? Like, you hear people say that kind of stuff, like, you gotta work on it. Well, yeah, everybody knows that, right? Oh, you gotta block more. Well, I mean, block more actually isn't necessarily bad advice, because some people just mash all the time when they're waking up. Okay, Stickman, and you are on stream. Also, there's definitely some like matchup-specific knowledge in that one that happened. That I didn't know you could grab Hellsfang. I thought that was hilarious. Also, the reversal super goes unexpected sometimes. Okay, we can get both these guys out of the room. Okay, this is pre-match. I swear. All right, we've seen both these characters. They're kind of like polar opposites. So I think the advantage. Excuse me. Gee whiz. I think the advantage is, as far as the matchup goes, is pretty firmly with Lychee, right? She has those really long-reaching normals that can be hard for Bullet to contest. So Bullet is going to have to cleverly use the drive to skip in sort of as a whiff punish when the staff is on on Lychee. When it's on the ground, man, all bets are off. I don't really know how to deal with that myself personally. I've played this game a lot. Anyway. But Bullet has a pretty deep bag of tricks, right? And especially, I don't know if Stickman has any familiarity with the matchup whatsoever, which, you know, it's always kind of the wild card, right? Start match. All right, let's get into it. Bullet gameplay. You love to see it. I don't know what Tao is saying, but when you pick both of these characters, she says something I'm assuming is pretty funny and related to their anatomy. I could be off, though. You know, could be offside. Okay. So we got Rushdown Grappler versus kind of a poke set play. I honestly, Lychee does everything, so like I don't know how to characterize her exactly. Anyway, oh, we got contrasting palettes here, too, which I like. It makes things easier for me to understand who's who. Okay. Patient neutral here. So we saw the raw dog attempt at the drive there. It's very risky if Bullet doesn't have heat levels. Now you can see the staff is on the ground. So Lychee's normals lose some of their advantage there, but she can call the staff, right? And it becomes a projectile from the point where it's resting. Oh, gripped! That's a hard combo to land. Okay, this could be huge damage. You know what? Take what you can get. That looks so sick. So when Bullet... Okay, now we're full up on heat levels, so anything Bullet does here can be catastrophic. She can convert those heat levels into major damage. It enhances a bunch of her specials, gives her invulnerability frames. Ooh! So you see where she did the drive there and then canceled it in the air? Oh, this should be it. Oh no, he didn't combo off of it! Okay, doesn't matter. So Sticky went down with the burst, but that's okay. Like I said, if you don't think you have a chance at winning the round, if it's a huge mountain to climb, just hold it for the next round, right? Oh boy, that's a rough way to start. Bullet's dunks, notorious. Okay, he knows what he's doing. So you can see there where she was posing, she built up 2 heat levels. She can a maximum of 2, right? Oh, now we're just getting juggled here. Sticky! Oh, this is perilous. You gotta burst, Sticky! I'm not sure if he dropped or if he's not sure there's a combo route off the sweep there. There definitely is. I'm pretty sure you can do the running forward command grab off that one. So you saw Bullet's little tourney kick there. That's a very good poke. Her standing, like that roundhouse looking kick, the 5B and the 2B, are both excellent pokes that lead into lots of damage. Okay. Stickman had burst. Yes. Oh, bullet. So we saw the bullet damage there, though, right? Like when bullet gets in on you, it can sometimes it feels, especially if she has heat. Like, what am I supposed to do here? There's so many tricks that you can use off of her drive, that thing where she dives towards you, and there's multiple ways that can hit you as well, right? There's a low, there's an overhead, there's a mid, and there's an airborne version. The airborne version can be dirty because you can do an instant air dash, end up on the guy's other side, and use it and cross them up. It's disgusting. Okay, Sticky getting out of the corner there. That's smart. You don't want to be in there. Oh, stuck with no staff, though. Now, Lychee has a kind of DP move, but I don't know if it works. Oh, there we go. So you saw the stick mobilize there when it was placed on the board and become a projectile. That's very potent. I've never blocked that move in my life. You can see it becomes a projectile. That's very potent. Okay, Stickman showing some signs of life here. The offense is on point. Ooh, went for a guard crush there. I don't know if that was deliberate. Oh, got poked going for the overhead. Mashing works. Okay. We're well within single hit range for both characters at this point here. Not a lot of meter being used. There we go. All right, Sticky's in it to win it. Okay, she does have a DP, but she can't RC it. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, so you see there, if Bullet doesn't have any heat, that once she's locked on you, like, she reaches you from pretty far away, but without heat levels, it's so risky. You can get poked out of it, which that sucks. Oh, good combo here. That overhead where she swings the staff like that is so far-reaching and obnoxious. I hate that thing. Went for the grab. This is a dangerous situation for Senior. Oh, and the tables have turned. Okay. That overhead is slow and does lead into a lot of damage. Okay, that's a very reasonable burst. Now you got to watch out because the staff, see how it's off screen? Ooh, went for that running grab, but it got intercepted. I mean, you can call that thing from anywhere, right? And you just have to listen for it. There's no visual cue if it's off screen. So greasy. Okay, here we go. Big league heat build up. Oh, overhead. Purple command grab. I don't think that there's 2 heat levels, so this won't do as much damage as it possibly could, but there's a good chance it'll... No, you got to have 2 heat levels for that to do any real damage on the follow-up. Now both... Oh, this is... We're maximizing our risk. Okay, just tagged her with the overhead off the jump. Very nice. Okay, these guys are very evenly matched here. I think Sticky was maybe a little rattled in the first match. I'd never seen the Bullet before. So that projectile that Bullet shoots along the ground too, she can charge that, right? It becomes more dangerous the longer you charge it, but it also becomes kind of shorter range. Strange properties. That's Bullet in general, though. She has an interesting kit. It's very unique. Now, in the hands of the right player, too, it's very frightening. As we're seeing now, right? The health bar is just melting. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Sticky. And clipped, I don't know what the input was there. And this should end it. Blackout. Very nice. Bullet on stream. Everybody loves to see it. All right, that's a wrap. Very nice. Senior means business. Showing up with Bullet. Closing out with the command grab there. One of the coolest supers in the game, I think. So, yeah, that match, as you saw, I don't think... well, you know, first, before I start talking about it, let me see what's available. What's available for stream? Jen holding it down so hard. Anyway, so in that matchup, the biggest thing I can say there is, like, to Senor Iman, which again, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. There's some conversions you need to learn. Oh, learn your combos. Yeah, okay. But the big one is off the overhead, right? Because that's something that you'll catch people that are turtling up against Bullet with, you know, reasonably frequently, and it leads to big damage. Sticky, the big one was the burst. Always tragic. We'll stream that. JL. Okay, I got to cut myself off here to arrange our next match on stream. Other than that, yeah, I mean, yeah, delay tech, that's another big one for both players. Like, you can always use that. Stickman also, you know, it sounds stupid for me to say, but a little more aggression, right? Like, you've got the reach advantage. If you're not familiar with what Bullet's doing, though, I get it. Like, it's very disorienting. She's jumping all over the screen. You're getting command grabbed. It's a nightmare. Okay, so let's peep. Oh my god, these guys are pros. They're already in the room. Okay, so I got to catch up to them now. So the next matchup, we're going to have 2 fan favorites in loser's side on the quarterfinals here. Let me pull this match arena up. Rematch, I swear. We've seen these characters now multiple times, both of them. Hollow, JL. It was meant to be. I think JL was even talking about this in the Discord prior to. In any case, we know this one, so I'm going to tell them to get right into it. Yeah, this is going to be a banger. Oh, I got to pass the rock. I hate it when it does that. I thought I had my auto pass on. Anyway. Okay, so this match is something else. Both these characters are good infighters, and they're both strong zoners. Rachel has the advantage at full screen, pretty definitively. Also, it can be difficult for Lambda to navigate Rachel's traps to get in close to win, right? If you want to win with the up-close fighting. But, I mean, they're kind of similar in that regard. Rachel has to manage the wind more than Lambda has to manage the gravity. Although, gravity would be interesting to see how it interfaces with Rachel, actually. I don't know if I have no experience with this matchup. As we can see, there's already a lot of crap on the screen, though. Okay, burst, because, yeah, you're about to get trapped by George there. That's good. George, man, he does so much work. Oh, purple grab! That's that reaction check. So you'll see the heat counter there, the number of hits in the combo, is blue, right? That means that yeah, it was all avoidable if you had tucked the grab. But it's hard to tech grabs, because as you saw there, that was a throw reject. Okay, so that super there, when Lambda opens that portal and fires a billion blades out of it, she's vulnerable to getting hit during that, and as well, like, as you just saw, you can just jump onto the other side, right? It can be hard to punish, though, and if you get hit by it, the best thing to do is just jump and block. Okay, cornered with Rachel. This is risky. Rain didn't go for the rollout as we'd been seeing earlier, which was probably wise. I think Hall would probably catch that with all this crap on the screen. This is what I'm talking about. You're playing bullet hell, right? Oh my god, look at all that damage. So see the little coffin and the bats? Those passively sap your health when you're in their area of effect. So regardless of the damage meter lies. Oh no! Clapped! Oh, this could... Oh no combo off of that. Will we burst? Oh, rejected the throw! Oh my goodness, that was close. Wow. Tight game there. My thrilling analysis on that one. I mean, both these guys are playing good, right? I can't really offer any meaningful insight on what they should do more, because I also lose to both these characters constantly. Interesting. I don't know what the command is. Overdrive versus overdrive, and the throw wins. This could be a nasty combo here. No. So something that's worth noting, though, during that overdrive, the rate at which Rachel gets the wind back increases substantially, right? So you can use the wind with Reckless Abandon. And also, sometimes it's worth it to just overdrive because you need wind just to get wind. Like, you can throw that one super out just to basically build your wind gauge. That's a very common tactic with Rachel. There we... Okay. Oh my god, Hollow adapting so quickly. So that pizza cutter that gets thrown around, it's kind of like Lambda's version of George. I mean, I don't think it's as good. But what it does is if you've been knocked over and she hits you with that, you pretty much... Now you're watching a cutscene, right? She is so plus. You have to block for a long time. She can kind of run over and then do whatever she wants. She has a bevy of options. Okay. Rain is going to have to burst, yes. Get out of the corner. Oh my god. I hate that move. Okay, so those stupid projectiles, when they come out, like, it's hard to tell where they're going to go and what you're safe from. And that means also that after that, Rachel can still use the wind and just escape. She can be like 6 stories up and throw that. You're not even on screen. You don't know where you are except for that stupid little icon. And then you're just guessing, right? Now I'm Tagger, so I can't get past her anyway. But like lots of other characters can run under her, but running under her during that is not... It doesn't guarantee any manner of safety or advantage, unfortunately. It's just Rachel things. Okay, that's not going to happen again. Hollow saying no dice. I want my personal space. So you could see there, when Rachel used the wind, it pushed her forward when she's using that crouching sweep, right? That's very obnoxious and powerful. And now, oh boy, now it's the corner show starring Rachel and George. And Lambda doesn't have 50 meters, so look at these blocks, though. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry. That was my fault. That's going to be a wrap. You know how it is. Guess who's back? Yeah, the blocking there was, like, off the chain, actually. Oh, no, that's punishable. Oh, God, the corner against Rachel again. And the overhead, man, the mix here. The mix going crazy. Okay, burst. Just get out of there. Oh, didn't escape. This could be the end. George in play. These blocks are crazy. I would have got hit like a million times here. Okay. I think Rain is just building meter here for a counter assault. Oh, no! I don't think that could be the end. There we go. Okay. You want to get hit with the perfect. Oh, so you see there, Rachel got hit. Sorry, Lambda got hit even though the portal was in front, and then Rachel got hit, right? That super is, man, it's very risky. No meter, no burst, no options. That's the power of Rachel right there. The 2-0. Oh, the names are... Thank you for pointing that out. Man, she's so rude. Post-match analysis. Don't play against Rachel? Like, I don't know. Man, she's so nasty. There was good adaptation there, though, for sure. Like, I think after that purple grab at the beginning, Hall was saying, I ain't playing that again. I mean, you should blame me for that. It's a lot of things are my fault. Okay, what's available for stream? That was a good match, though. I mean, so we've talked about Lambda's offense all the time. Once you're in the corner against Rachel, who's one of the nastiest corner characters there is, pretty short on options, right? You either have to use the meter to counter assault, which is no guarantee against Rachel. She can get back in very quickly. She has projectiles she can throw at you, and then she has the wind to rush back in. Reversal super, that's a hard one. You got to find a gap in the pressure to use that one, or once you're knocked down. And she has the traps she can lay, right? So she can just stand there and wait and see what you're going to do. It's not ideal. Okay, apparently something is available for stream, though, which is very good. Just waiting to see who's going to be on stream here next. Oh, yeah, that was a banger match. That was a faded encounter, too. There was talk about that. These guys have been in multiple brackets. We've kind of been waiting for that matchup, so it was good to see it. Ooh, bullet back on stream, baby! All right, give me a minute to set this one up. Where are they at? Ooh, and Koei. Again, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Koei S. We haven't seen Koei this bracket, and I like Koei. It kind of helped them train from the very early days. And I know there's been improvement, a significant amount. So let's poke into this one here. A little pre-match Areno rundown. And you know what? Hold on. Before I start yapping, let me send these guys the stream. Senor. Okay, we know what Bullet's all about. We've seen it. Big damage, grapples, jumping around the screen, and winning off pokes. S, on the other hand, we haven't seen, despite probably being the most popular character in these beginner brackets. So S is a pretty traditional Shoto-type character. If you gave Ryu a giant sword, enormous normals, massive reach, she has really good fireballs that she can shoot from multiple trajectories, including the air at multiple trajectories, which is really obnoxious. An excellent DP, good combos off throws. S is one of the most well-rounded characters in the game. She has no meaningful weaknesses, right? The other thing she has, sometimes she swangs that sword, and then you see a crest pop up as an after image. That crest is a trap that will become a hurt box in time. So you need to be wary of that. It creates all kinds of extremely dangerous situations. Okay, let's get these guys ready to rock. This will be interesting. I don't know if either of these guys has experience with this matchup. But I believe they are ready to go. Oh, yeah, they are. I can hear the music. Okay, no character swerves. I like that. Whoop. No stage select. I can't remember who gets the... Oh, wow. Yeah, Koei's been putting in work. So I remember playing with Koei when they had, like, 5 games. So I'm very interested to see, because I haven't played with them in a while, because for some reason they're always playing at, like, 4 in the morning. So this is like one of my children. Okay, the patience. Now, I know I don't want to take credit for it, but I did tell Koei, play lame, right? Especially against Bullet. That's really good advice for... oh, boy. We might need a little more lameness here. Uh-oh, you can't be too lame. He's in the corner. Okay, so you saw that. The lock on there caught S in the air. Now, S throws out huge hitboxes in the air, right? It's hard to hit her, but when Bullet has some heat levels, those moves have some invulnerability. Oh, good hit with the fireball there. There we go. So you'll see Koei's game plan here is probably going to be pokes and fireballs, right? Win off the occasional conversion, but just if you win 1,000 interactions in neutral, oh, well, you expire to a throw. If you win a bunch of interactions in neutral, so you don't need fancy combos. You just need to keep hitting them and keeping them from getting to you. Good start. Okay. So short and sweet with the combos. Man. Oh, I gotta flip these things. Senior is very aggressive, though. Like, you can see there's no fear, right? Just runs in on him. So to get around that, Koei's going to have to enforce that with the 6B. It's a giant swing that comes from below on the ground and throws up a very large vertical hitbox. It's pretty big horizontally as well, but it's enormous vertically. It has good priority. I think combos. Okay, so see the crest there became a trap and hit bullet. Yeah, Koei's playing smart, playing lane. Keep her out. Ran in. Now that's... So I was talking about that earlier. I don't remember who I was talking to about that. As a grappler character, if you close the distance for that person, like, I will gladly trade life for distance, right? So unless they have some really unexpected mix-up, every time a character like S runs towards someone like Bullet, you're kind of doing the work for them. Now S is... She's okay. Oh my god, that was so risky round start DP. But you can see, right? S's hitboxes are slightly longer than the sword. The hitbox on that DP is huge. Yeah, very easy to punish, though. And in the air. Oh my god, that was balling. Okay, Koei, yep. Sticking to the plan. Oh, well, I said it too soon. Commentator curse. I don't know if Bullet can combo off that with no heat levels, but now there are heat levels, so the risk level has gone up substantially. Okay, this could be a big punish. Drop the combo, I think. I think they know it, but it's hard to execute, right, if you don't have a whole bunch of experience. So those fireballs that S can throw in the air, there are two different trajectories. One throws it at like a 45 like that. The other one throws it at a more shallow, maybe like a 20-degree angle. That fireball is amazing. You can throw it low to the ground and catch people that are either jumping or when they're standing. It covers a huge amount of space, gives a lot of space control, which we just saw there. Stick to the plan. Throw fireballs, throw pokes, keep Bullet out. It works. Now, Senior, though, Senior ain't playing, right? Getting in there. Hammer time. Oh, I'm going to strangle you. Remix this song. I mean, what if I'm into that? Good start. Building a heat level, building 2 heat levels. Ooh, Koei took a big risk there with the delay tech, because Bullet, she can kick you on the ground, right, and get a pretty juicy combo, actually. Okay, this could be huge damage. Watch the damage counter. Oh, boy. Oh, that was good. That could have been... Okay, hero burst here. But, like, it's S, right? If she can maintain the distance, that's not... Oh, and this is probably the end. I mean, I'm not saying no. So that's something in the chat that you guys can't see right now. We're just talking about me getting choked and enjoying it. Okay. Now, hopefully you don't have any choking on the stream here by these players. Ooh, delay tech. Very good. So as you can see there, when S gets hit, the crest goes away, right? I think that also happens on block. So she can't really deploy them with any degree of safety if you're close to her. Oh, boy. This is risky. Koei going in now. I think Koei's a Smash player. There we go. So see that big 4B? That's like one of her best normals. It's very impressive. It creates a no-fly zone around her. Oh, the timing was just a little off there. Especially with 2 heat levels, that could have been big. Oh, no! Just short of the command grab. That would have been a kill for sure. Ooh, look at these extensions off the rapid cancel and Okazeme. Does he? Ah, he got clipped by the crest. Oh, this is close. This is 1 hit on either side. There we go. Play lame, throw fireballs. Okay, strong start again. We saw this once before. Deja vu all over. Oh my goodness, never mind. It's getting... The combos are getting longer. Okay, so S's DP has 2 chapters, right? First one's a big horizontal swing. Next one's a big vertical swing. As you can see, they don't necessarily link, and sometimes you can recover off the first hit. Okay, now that move there, where she runs forward, is projectile invulnerable, but she doesn't run that far. Oh, look at the extension off the enhanced crest. Oh no! Reset! This could be a disaster. Patience. Patience. And this should be it. Wow, that was nice, Koei. Big improvements. Oh, so proud. I mean, I had nothing to do with it, really. He just plays well. I'll take credit for it, though. That's kind of like one of my gimmicks, right? Taking credit for things I had nothing to do with. All right. Post-match analysis. This will be an easy one. Koei, no meaningful criticism, really. The improvement is extremely noted. Wow. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Senor, the biggest thing was the 1 burst. The burst was... Chat's going crazy on the burst too. Yeah, we don't like to see that. Now again, that's one of those things though, when you're not doing it, it's very easy. Like you get the passion burst, right? What's for stream next? Other than that, there's a couple of very important conversions that Senior can make, right? A big one is off the overhead. I think that happened again. Man, when the command grab missed though, the 720, tragic. I didn't like seeing that as a 720 guy. Let's pour one out for bullet on that one. Who I think is now out of the bracket, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, we have winners finals. Hopefully that's not happening right now. Okay, this is winners finals though. We're doing. Oh, I forgot to do it again. All right. Haji, who refuses to save their character selection, but we all know Uber Chad, Kagura. This matchup's wild. A lot of spiky hair and a lot of belts. There's not really a whole lot else I can add, so let's get into it. No, I'm just joking. So Kagura, 2C, key tool in this matchup. Can keep Ragna out. I don't really know how Ragna should play this match, to be honest with you. Like, obviously he can't play lame, because I don't think he has anything that has the range of Kagura. So he's going to rely on like baiting and punishing, I would imagine, which is a good way to play against Kagura, right? His normals are huge, they do a lot of damage, but they take their time on the recovery. He's a big boy, so he can't just be bopping back in at any time. All right, and looks like we be getting into it. Bam. And bring in the volume. You guys have no idea how many windows I have to have open to do this. Like the muting and stuff isn't automated. And nice. The overlays are on the right sides. All right. I'm excited for this match. I like this one. This is just, it's not quite a hockey fight, but it's pretty close, right? Oh no, blue background and blue characters. The option select starts before the game. Everybody knows it. 2C round start from Kagura? No. Oh, interesting. Through a projectile. Okay, corner against Kag. See that little tiny kick that Kagura throws with his silly shoes? That's a low. A very obnoxious low. That was a good block. So Kagura, after that, after a couple of his moves, but the biggest one is the surfboard, he has a variety of follow-ups. One's a side switch. Again, I've never blocked it in my life successfully. Man, he's just swanging that thing. It's like a cricket bat. See, overhead, combo. Oh, Hajime's going in. Yeah, standing low is fire, like no doubt. Tagger, 5B, all day, son. Oh my goodness. Okay, so did you see when Ragna got hit there in the air with that move, there's a little blue exclamation mark? You have to barrier block in the air and blaze blue most of the time. A lot of moves are air unblockable unless you're barrier blocking. It's big, learning that. Barrier management in this game in general is big, right? People coming from Guilty Gear, they're used to spending... Perfect. Gee, Willikers. That's Kagura right there. Kagura round, it happens. Now this is first 3, so there's lots of time for Axton to adjust to this. I think this might be a hard matchup for Ragna though, right? Just because of Kagura's range. Because like he can swat a lot of Ragna's tools to close. He's not invulnerable during them, and they have pretty linear trajectories. So like, see, you can just do that, right? You hit anything Ragna can do. Also, he might not know the Rekkas. Kagura's not a very common character, so a lot of people don't. Oh, that was a good block. I would have got hit. Momentum burst, keep him in the corner. See that? So some people would say, you know what, hold on to the burst, use it for overdrive, etc. There's nothing wrong with just bursting to keep the other guy in the corner and keeping the momentum. Now, okay, we're going to find out if Hajime has the defensive chops, because we know that Axton just goes in on offense, is belligerent and disrespectful. I would even say rude, but like I don't know him that well. Standing low. Okay, the overhead. Look at the mix. The effortless mix from Kagura. Oh, okay, I think he knows that if you jump back on that when you escape... Oh, that was a missed input. He definitely did not want to do an overhead there. Yeah, I don't think he knows the Rekka chain there. So Kagura, like he has a couple moves that lead into that surfboard which hits low, and then you get massive reward. Oh, good me. There we go. This is a matchup of belligerence. Neither of these guys wake up. I'm hitting buttons. Which, you know what? I endorse it. I'll never block if I don't have to. I wake up out of bed and just start throwing punches at the air like Napoleon Dynamite type stuff. Okay. This is... Oh, okay. He didn't know. That could have been like 5k. No problem. Now, I'm not seeing a lot of meter usage by either player here. And they both have good supers. I know Axon tends to use it for rapid cancels. Oh yeah, it's a surfboard, no doubt. And immediately, fat finger parry while trying to install based. Look at this. Yeah, this is a slugfest. Like, but you know what? Especially if you're not familiar with the game to the point where you know the matchups, it's certainly a valid option, right? Especially if you have an invincible reversal like both these characters do. Fuck it, just let it rip. Oh, I cussed. Sorry, I think that was my first cuss the whole stream. I try not to, I swear. Oh, that's a pun. There we go. Meter usage. Big league damage. Oh, that's a wrap. All right. Another one for Hajime. But you can see the adjustments, right? Axton, I'm pretty sure he has no knowledge of what's going on with Kagura. So he's got time to claw it back. Never count anybody out. It's first to 3. Kagura, though, like everything he does, I don't know, he's got the look, right? His intros, unfortunately, we're skipping them, are also probably my favorites. He just has this kind of harem that he cycles through, or he wrecks a motorcycle. Either way, you can't go wrong. And if he's playing against a, you know, let's not get into that. That was clearly a pre-2020 option. His intros when he's fighting a female character. Anyway, we're in the corner again. This is looking bad. He still has a burst. Oh boy. No, I think he might just hold it here. No, he goes for the overdrive. How much health can he recover? It could be a lot. Oh no, he dropped that combo. Well, he tried. You know what, though? That's better than burst, right? If you burst, you go to 0 on your overdrive gauge. If you use the overdrive, even as an overdrive raid, you don't get as long. You get more overdrive time. Ooh, we kicked him in the back of the head. You get more overdrive time the less life you have. But if you overdrive in general, your gauge starts with 3 in it as opposed to going from 0. Much better. Oh, man, but we're back in the corner here. What's the option going to be on the wake up? Will we just let the reversal rip? No, he's playing patient. That's not easy to block, man. It's very threatening. I don't know if he's going to get burst back in time. Oh my god, no. Nah, it's over. Hajime 3-0. 3-0. And he caught his girlfriend on the way down. What a gentleman. All right, good stuff from both players. Man, the Kagura Chad mode damage really came through there. I think those are mostly like 4 touches. Good stuff. Yeah, I agree. Fiendish corner pressure there. Okay, so that was winners finals, first to 3. So Axton taken out of the bracket? No, returning shortly. Haji going to go on to Grands with the Kagura in their first appearance in a Layer 1 bracket. Very nice. So let's bop over and see what Jen's going to serve up for us for our next match. Hollow versus Chef. We haven't seen Chef yet. I don't think. I could be wrong. Like, my memory is atrocious, obviously. I can't remember things that happened 5 minutes ago. But in any case, let's pull that one up. Chef and Hollow. I think that's how that's pronounced. Chef? Chef? Bam. Chef. Ragna. Oh boy, Ragna. We're back, baby. Did we already see this? Anyway. Okay. Both guys are in the room. We know these characters. We've seen them already. Let's just get into it. Let me tell them to start the match. Hollow's name has a 0 in it, so I always mistype it. I did play Chef, I think, at the practice, and they were pretty good, despite being like very new. I was impressed. They obviously play other games. Bam. Let me bring in the volume. Oh my god, so many windows. Bloop. All right. Chef, decode Impervious. We have no idea how many matches Chef has played. I have no idea how that pressure structure. Yeah, many cases. Okay, Hollow, we're back. So that little Huria that Ragna's doing, like, he's doing that for a reason. That move, ooh, I thought he was going to get Georged there. That move is really, really good on an air dash in. It has a deceptively large hitbox, and it leads into a really nice combo. Now, he is constantly jumping back and then air dashing forward. I don't think you're going to get away with that against Hollow. Hollow learns quickly. They see patterns. Wow, look at these combos. Nice. We spend some time in the training mode. We'll do a little labbing around here. Oh, good block on that overhead. I would have got hit. Corner against the Blood Edge. Edginess absolutely maximized. I think he can probably kill off this. Wait for it. Yeah, easy peasy. Man, once inside, I think Hollow may have had an opportunity to counter assault somewhere in there, but that's an easy one to forget. Especially, like, I barely ever use it. Oh, big punish! No, too far away. That was, that's the best kind of Inferno Divider. Oh, this is only semifinals. Gee whiz. Okay, this is first to two. Okay, early burst. Georgie, in play. Okay. Hollow's going back to the roots. Throwing a billion projectiles out. Okay, will he run in? Oh, no! Hollow knows it has 2 hits, so Carnage Scissors, the greatest super of all time. It does hit twice, but you can cancel the second. Wow, that was sick. Wake up grab to get out of that overhead. Very nice. Okay, now the Hollow wheelhouse. Look at the defense here on Sheaf. Jesus. Sheaf 3? There's a 3. Wait, do those projectiles track? That's insidious. Back-to-back supers. How do you like them apples there? It's like, oh, nobody's using their meter. Well. Okay, 5B round start, Ragna, the classic. And didn't get zapped. Shuf's corner game. Gee whiz. I guess both these cats. Speaking of, George is out. Rachel's building the playground. Okay. We got the greasy pole in play. Good idea. Burst just keep him in the corner. Oh, yeah. Wake up. Inferno Divider. That's what it's there for. You got to use it. Will we see a repeat? No. You got to be kidding me. Like, what was even happening there? Wow. Okay, so see that with the wind there? Rachel kind of jumped off the ground. That became an overhead. And you know what? We're all the way back. Treacherous. I agree. That super makes me literally making me sick. Hollow's going ham. I mean, Chef. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. Like Beforman, I never would have figured out how to pronounce that. Yeah, these guys are banging it out here. I hate that move too. I mean, you're gonna hear me say it a lot anytime Rachel's on screen. I've just been victimized endlessly. So see that there? That setup. The frog, George the 13th, is on the ground. The Lorebella's in the air. There is a tiny little space you can instant air dash through if you want to go forward, or you have to do an advancing move that will hit George. But one, you have to kill George, and two, hitting George, I mean, Rachel will punish you after that. So it's a, as you can probably determine, it's a fun situation for the whole family. Okay, I probably wouldn't have bursted there, I'm not going to lie, but he wanted to just keep the pressure on. And you know what? We can see Schiff. Once they put the pressure on, I mean, it's treacherous, right? It's hard to get it. Oh, big punish! No meter to extend it. I'm surprised that got hit there. There it is. So now the Libelli, stupid little flying Libelli. I don't know what those are called, the little bat gimmicks. When those, I have no idea why they made those things chase you. Ooh, the cat chair. Many cases. Okay, here we go. This is Shuf's chance. Hollow's cornered and will not recover burst this round. Showing some signs of... Blocked Gauntlet Hades online. That was a well-deserved grab there. I always get hit. Okay, burst, get out of that corner. Oh no! The Health Fang was still in recovery. Wow, look at that block though. We went for now the problem there was the throw is interactable, right? And Hollow has proven commodity at breaking them. Okay, well, I mean, it was tight, but Hollow on the rampage. DP George is insane. I agree. Gee willikers. Georgie! Many such cases. All right. I think all the matches that remain will be streamed now. Okay, let's pull this one up. Losers Finals. It's going to be big league. Hollow and Axton. Well, that's not right. No, oh, I got confused. It is. No, I don't know why it shows Hollow as already having won a round. That's, I think that's just tournament stream helper things. Ignore that. Okay, so we just saw this matchup. That's why I got confused. But this is supposed to happen, and it will happen right now. Okay, start match. Oh, my throat's blowing out on me here. Yeah, I believe this is a run back. But yeah, we don't need to do any rundown here. We've seen these characters immediately now. Let's see how Axton does. Whoop. Oh, I gotta pass the rock. Man, it's not supposed to do that. All right. I'm making excuses because I'm just not paying attention. Anyway. Interesting that we're... Ragna, I mean, understandably popular in a beginner bracket. Also not surprising to see a Rachel going the distance, though. Man, Rachel's tool is just so good at all levels of play. Okay, decodes. We've given up on them. You've seen these guys already. The game just assumes that you know what's cracking. And rightfully so. First to 3. Losers finals. Let's get this money. Now, we know Axton has good defense, certainly. And also pretty monstrous on defense. But I don't know if he has any experience against Rachel other than the previous matchups here. Okay, momentum. We're just bursting. We've got no time. We're not delaying it here. Let's just get into it. Get to the good stuff. Okay, we're in the danger zone now. Cornered. George. Greasy pole. Nice. Mash your way out. Ah, the chair. You get zapped. Ooh, that was risky. I think there was supposed to be some wind there, but the wind gauge might have been too empty. Axon is on point with these combo extensions as well. Now, there's a greasy pole in the corner still, but I think Ryden can pretty safely... Hello with those wake-up grabs. Man, I mean, if it works, keep doing it. Okay, so the bats are in play. Again, if those bats are near you, you're taking damage passively, right? That makes a liar of the combo gauge. Another close one, though. Also, Rachel has like a pretty good health count, something like 11k. What's with that? Ridiculous. Anyway, Axon in the corner. Okay. Now, I remember in previous rounds, too, Hollow did tend to press buttons on Wake Up, and Axton could take advantage of that here with some well-timed meets. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Something Vampire Blood, indeed. We could see a Ragna Perfect here. I think Hollow's going to hold the burst. Yeah, Ragna Perfect. Okay, wasn't a real perfect, but he gained the life back. So, I mean, it's perfect enough. Yeah, these two are close. That stupid fork and knife. Okay, Axton has definitely learned quite a bit from just the previous matchup with Rachel here. You can see he's a little more cautious, a trepidation around the projectiles, which is not a bad thing, right? Blocked the overhead, too. Oh, my God. These people and their reflexes, I'm so envious. Okay, good escape there. And here it comes. Those do home. I'm pretty confident after seeing that, because their trajectory changes. Like, it'll catch you full screen or right underneath of her. What a wretched little super. Anyway. So that's the classic escape, right? Use the wind, put the labella in the air, use the air. Ooh, coming towards her now. Ooh, okay, so Axton has run out of barrier, which puts him in danger state. So as you can see now, the word danger is flashing over his health bar. I think he takes, I think it's 10, maybe it's 10% more damage for everything. But also, you can't barrier, right? Which means you can't prevent chick damage. Like, yeah, it's not a good place to be. Man, this is coming down to the wire. Barrier is a very plentiful resource in BlazBlue, especially compared to Guilty Gear, but it's not infinite, especially when you're getting hit by that super that Rachel has where she throws all that junk at you. That saps a lot of your gauge. Okay, very close games so far. Excuse me. I remember to mute before coughing there on the class act. Basically the new Dan Rather. I clipped with the uppercut on the way down. Okay. Not a bad burst, right? Because he was probably going to get pushed in the corner. He doesn't want to be there against Axton. We've seen that movie before. Now, how lame will Hollow play? Oh, that was, I would say, ill-advised. Put himself in the corner there. Okay, so now we watch. Will he go for the chair? No, just block. Damn. Watch your toes. No burst. There's the overhead. The mix is deadly. Yep, back to perfect. Ragna Perfect is back. And I would say maybe better than ever. This isn't looking dire or anything for Hollow, though. Like I said, first to 3. Excuse me. There we go, the mix. We'll pop those lightning bolts a little early. Oh, I think that was a drop coming there. There you go. Just let it rip. DP. Nice. Nice on the wake up there. Oh, George! Watch for that frog. He's bellicose. Wow, that was really smart. I would not have thrown that move on reaction. Oh, here we go. You're in the playground. Yep. You know, I mean, even diving down on that girl with her stupid little cat parasol with a giant sword doesn't matter. She'll still hit you. Silliness. Starting with the chair. That was a hard read. These guys might go the distance this set. Good. Hollow was pressing on wake up. We know that's... it happened again. Man, that is risky against Axton. Unblockable online. No burst coming to save you. 50 meter, though. If you can block, you can counter assault. No block, no counter assault. It's over. Damn, that's close. Oops. Got the scores flipped there. Man, I'm pro with managing the scoreboard. Anyway, Axton going up too, but this is not unsalvageable by Hull by any means. We've seen every single round. Well, okay, not every single round. Rounds have been competitive. It's just a question of whether Axton can get the ball rolling super hard, right? And then the Ragna Perfects have been making appearances. Might want to play a little lamer. This rushing in with the wind is not paying dividends. Oh, yeah, I would have got hit there. Cornered up, no burst. It's a tough situation. Getting hit by that low quite frequently, too. There we go. Mash to get out. There, you got to set boundaries, establish some distance. Nice escape. Yeah, those projectiles are so obnoxious. There we go. Very good. Okay. Don't corner yourself. Took a chance. It's not going to pay off. Axton deadly with the Roman cancel combo extensions there. Ragna is a menace. Never listen to anyone that tells you otherwise, man. There are so many good players that play at the very high level right now, even. This game's out for a long time. You think that, like, the quote-unquote basic character would not be a threat anymore, you'd be desperately wrong. Play guy. Beta dude. Vendetta. Speaking of Vendetta, Axton has a Vendetta against Hollow's health bar here. Oh my goodness. Did that... I'm confused. I saw the beginning of an Inferno Divide. I think it was in the air, though, so I know that has slightly different properties that I don't really understand. Okay, this could be it. Hollow has full gauge and burst. Overdrive, big punish here. Yes. Wow, that was nice. I don't know if this will kill. I don't think so because of the scaling. Full gauge, though. Yeah, just sling it. Back to back it, though. That's risky. That was... Well, I was wrong again. Oh, my goodness. That move, man. Okay, Axton is on set point here. That is so demoralizing to get hit with. I'd be on tilt. Hollow should get burst back before this ends. Oh, Axton's going in, though. The corner pressure. Corner game crazy. Relentless. Okay, did I lie about the burst? Maybe. Oh, look at those health cars! That hit Rachel up all the way up there in the air. See what I'm talking about? Carnage Scissors, man. So good. I mean, this is entirely possible. If Hollow plays super lame, Axton will probably have to make a mistake here and there. But if Hollow plays super lame, this is very doable. Full win gauges. You control the engagement. And he went in and got clipped. That's a wrap. 3-0 from Axton, taking losers finals. Very nice. No real losers up in here. I want to be clear about that. Layer 1 soldiers going into the end. Bam. Post-match analysis. Now, it's giving Hollow score there, but what are you going to do? Okay, this is it. Grand finals. Man, that was actually close. I mean, that's the thing with these scores, though, right? Sometimes it doesn't really tell you. If you don't watch the rounds, you don't really get the full story. All right, final match. I'm surprised that my voice has held out this long. Gee willikers. We'll get these guys in here, and then we will do our finals. Now, we're not going to see any Rachel supers here. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I was enjoying that she throws all the gibberish. And it's going to be some more Ragna action here, so we're going to be getting... Now, oh, we didn't... Yeah. You know, it's never going to remember everybody's name properly, right? Anyway, Ragna, where are you at? Ragna Kagura. We've seen this one before. We're going to see it again. Grand Finals, first to 3. Hajime. I don't know if they're undefeated throughout the entire length of the bracket. I'm going to quickly take a lookerino there and see. I know I've watched some of their matches, but of course I can't remember that. Looking conspicuously excellent here. Oh no, he did lose one early on. Anyway, let's get into it. Blaze Blue Central Fiction, Layer 1, Beginner Bracket, Number 5, Grand Finals. Let's get this money. Kagura, Ragna, like everybody just swinging oversized anime swords, spiky hair, belts everywhere. This is the way it's meant to be. Oh, and the graphics are on the right side from the jump. Outstanding. That way I don't have to adjust them. Yeah. Let's let the intros rock. Oh, excellent stage too. Blue on blue violence. Well, I guess it's like light blue, but it's still blue on blue violence. Okay, so who do we think is going to come out on top here from the chat? I'm sitting on the fence and I'm saying everyone wins by participating. Okay, strong start. Now the defense is a problem here in this matchup for Ragna. Yeah, you just don't know how the pressure ends, right? Kagura around potentially. Oh no, he put the brakes on it. Axton's got the fundamentals though, man. The auto mod has some interesting interpretations of what's bullying here. I might have to tone it down a bit. In any case, I don't know, maybe sweep is a slur somewhere. Anyway, we will see. Good start for Axton here. Yeah, playing safe. His buttons recover a lot faster, but Kagura's cover a lot more ground. Oh no, dove right into his loving arms. And now it's the corner game. Look at that. Hajime just run up on him too, like no fear of the reversal, nothing. He knows what time it is. Oh Jesus, it's Kagura time, alright. That insidious command grab. The auto mod's going berserk. Much like Haji. It seems that Axton's information is not showing up. There we go. In any case, okay, you can notice that Axton, when he kind of has a little more control and he kind of slows the pace down a bit, he tends to do better here, right? Which is not normally what you associate. Oh, that was super unsafe. You're going to pay for that with your life. Yeah, he's got to play a little more conservatively than he's used to, right? Haji knows the pressure game, I think. There we go. Invincible reversal. This could be enormous. Okay, instead I think that was an American reset. Oh, that command grab, man. So insidious. This is going really fast. I got faith, though. I think Axton can pull this back from the brink. Oh, don't say that. Wait, do we have to call Haji Baji? I mean, that sounded funny. I kind of like that. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Okay, momentum burst. He's not having it, and yet answers back with the invincible reversal, as any good Ragna should do. Just mash Inferno Divider. I mean, sorry, that's more of a Naoto gimmick these days. Also, Hajime not... Oh my goodness. It begins. Look at the reach on that sword when he's swanging that sword. Sword swanging. Oh, that 3C is insidious. Perfidious. And the mix-up. It's hard to deal with, man. Like, my kind of rival currently at my locals plays Kagura, and I know this feeling of just getting beaten. Okay, we're getting calls for an Astral here. Now, come on, guys. Come on. Astral, that's offside. That'd be offside. Okay, can Axton put things together and bring it back? It's entirely possible. The damage, though, I mean, between his low health and Kagura's... Oh, that was a very nice anti-air 6A. Wow. Here we go. Keeping the pressure on. Okay, that was probably a smart burst there. Ooh, landed a little too far for the combo. That's happened multiple times now. Good. Oh, my goodness. When does it end? Oh, no! And he gets the girl out of it. Gee whiz. Well, what do you say, folks? I mean, we have a winner. A clear-cut winner. Haji, late entrant, came in, I think, like 3 minutes before the bracket started. Almost got disqualified because of that, by the way. Almost had to kick him, so be wary of that. Haji comes in and didn't quite sweep front to back. Had one loss at the very beginning of the bracket. But otherwise, I don't think had any other losses. You know what? Let me pull that out. And where are the Ghetto Vision goggles at? Let's peep the bracket. Let's take a look. Okay. Haji. We have to report this as a 3-0. Outstanding. Congratulations to Haji on a big win. First bracket in. Last time making a showing, I guess. Congratulations, Haji. You're no longer welcome in our brackets because you won. You're no longer a beginner. Congratulations, and hopefully you'll move on to intermediate level play at TMN Neo or the NOL or one of the other many excellent hosts of intermediate tournaments on the internet. So let's have a look here. Haji, 2-0. Haji, 2-0. Haji, 2-0. Haji, 2-0. Haji. Only loss at the very beginning to Your God, who is a killer in these brackets. I know that's part of Salty's crew. Anyway, good bracket. Had some issues at the beginning. There were some people that just didn't show up or weren't clear that they were going to have to be disqualified or whatever. That was really unfortunate and kind of put the brakes on a bunch of things. But, wow. Yeah, had some very nice matches there. Well, that's our event. Congratulations again to Haji for the win. Thanks to everybody that showed, especially the guys that are like, brand new. That was very cool to see. I'm terrible with names. Mills was like first time out, and then Hibiki player. I want to say it was Vergi, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was Vergi though. That those guys came out like raw out of the gates playing in tournament swing, which is the way it should be, right? That's you got to rip the band-aid off. Just get in there, get some experience where it really matters. But thanks again to everybody that showed up. We had a really good turnout, despite unfortunately, we had to turn players away for connection issues, which is something we're doing now, just because we don't want to have those issues again. So our roster has become a little bit more limited, but we picked up a ton of new people, and we actually just got over 100 people in our Discord now. So hopefully our next bracket will be even bigger. The largest brackets we've ever run have been tied at, I think this one was 23. The largest we ever did was 24. And I think the largest we can reasonably run is 32. So we're not far off being able to get that. Speaking of that, though, let's talk about our next events. So beginner bracket number 6 is going to be on April 7th. Normally our tournaments are on the second Tuesday of the month, but because of the way my schedule rotates, for a while they're going to be on the 1st. So start getting ready now. The Layer 1 homies always get the first invites. I send those out, I think, 3 weeks before the tournament starts, and then I kind of trickle it down into the general internet as time goes on. I don't know if we have to worry about being full, but please register earlier anyway, because it kind of lets me get some resources in place beforehand. So be sure to come out for this. If you came to these previous ones, we have seen, especially on stream, which is nice, we have seen some of these players getting so much better as time goes on. It's really nice to see. That's the whole reason we're doing this, right? And then also we have another event series that we're running right now, which has had huge turnouts lately, which is the Layer 1 practice lobbies. So every Thursday at 8 o'clock, we have these big practice brawls. Everybody can come out, and these are just kind of like casuals. We play with the goal of improving. If you're really new, we can coach you, right? I have no problem with spending kind of time one-on-one in like a practice room, showing you the real basics. But these are good for all experience levels, including our players that have won brackets or have been kind of. Some people, when they come and I play games against them, I realize, okay, these guys are a little bit advanced for our brackets. So I kick them up to. I give them a title as more advanced players inside the server. They can't play in our brackets either, but they can come out to the lobbies and help out the new players. And in addition to that, we also have this, which is going to be. Excuse me, I might as well get this out first. Big plagued out announcement. This is going to be our second event series, which is starting very soon. The Layer 1 Ladder of Learning, or the LOLOL. So this is going to be a month-long asynchronous ladder event where people can enter. They'll be seeded using start.gg. And then it's just a ladder where you arrange to make matches with your opponents. You can challenge 3 people a week at different positions on the ladder and try to take their place. And after that, once a week, your opportunities to challenge reset. So you can play potentially 6 games a week, but the players make their own schedule on this one. You have to schedule it with your opponent yourself. And then when the whole thing's said and done, the people that are highest up on the ladder will be the winners. Or sorry, the highest people on the ladder that didn't start in a special tier, because this will have, as we said here, the return of some of our previous champions. People that have won these brackets will be welcome to play in the ladder. They're just starting in a tier above all the people that haven't. But that doesn't mean they can't be beaten by those players and have their spots taken. So you have to protect those positions if you enter. So I encourage those guys to come. They can't win the whole thing. It's still between the people that are below and have not won brackets before. But you guys can come out and at least play with each other, right? And as well, it'll be fun to see if we can have people kind of knock you guys off the perch. So we have a winner that is the person that finishes overall highest that didn't start in the tier of bracket winners or advanced players. And then we'll also be tracking who starts the lowest on the ladder and then ends the highest, so the differential between those two. So please do come out for the Ladder of Learning. Registration, I believe, will open tomorrow. And then from there, you'll be able to register for a week before it starts. And then after that, you can join during the ladder itself. But you'll just start at the very bottom. So you can start at the bottom and then end up here at the top. Because if I did the math properly, if we have 30 entrants, which I'd be shocked by, but it's possible, right? Because it's asynchronous. Not everyone needs to be there at once to join it. So you have more opportunities to play with different time schedules, because then we have different time zones and everything now in Layer 1. So with that, you can make arrangements with your opponents as you please, play a couple times a week, and then we'll see how things shake out. So we've just had demand for a second event that isn't always on a Tuesday, but unfortunately that's not really in the cards for me right now. So this is something that is, again, kind of make your own schedule, right? So hopefully we get a reasonable turnout for that. This is also going to be experimental, so I don't know how this is going to play out. So that's that for the Ladder of Learning. Be sure to check that out and register starting tomorrow. Come out on Thursdays for our practices, which hopefully we'll be streaming. We're going to try something new with the practices going forward. We're going to play them in those online lobbies that have a lot of capacity and are dead. I think that's probably just easier than making rooms, because last time we had 3 rooms going, but it was kind of chaotic with people jumping between them and not knowing when they're full and when they're not. So we're just going to try that and see how that goes, because that kind of gives you a visual interface that shows you, who's on what machine, kind of like the Guilty Gear lobbies right now. And then, of course, our next event is going to be next month at April 7th. So thanks to everybody that came out. Big congratulations to Haji on winning the whole thing. And then congratulations to everybody that played. Like I said, the goal is to improve, not necessarily to win right away, right? Now, Haji kind of blew the doors off that, came in and won. But the goal is to see improvement, and we are seeing improvement. At the top end of the brackets, the play is getting more competitive for sure. The level of play overall is elevating, which is the whole point. I see a lot of guys getting into casual matchmaking, playing against each other, and elevating everybody's game, which is great to see. That's what I want. Anyway, I'm done here. My throat's torched. Thanks for tuning in on Layer 1. Big thanks to Jen, as always, for keeping things together, and hopefully we see you guys next month.